Hey everybody, welcome to Halfbeard's HUD's Heads Up. Today we're looking at Shadowblade Reload, which came out on Steam Early Access, I don't know, a week or two back. It's an interesting little game though, so we're going to check it out. It's kind of your standard speed running kind of game, but with some kind of like ninja business thrown in. Look at like the last couple levels of this world, and then maybe a couple levels of the next one. Just kind of show off different visual styles. Not really a ton to this game, so I'm not going to spend too long on it. Got a good look to it. And yeah, basically the whole idea is just you want to get through the level as quick as possible, collecting all the stuff and being a badass ninja, killing guys, not dying yourself, all that kind of business. Yeah, it's made by Dead Mage, who are the same people who made Garshasp, which I actually like Garshasp quite a bit, even if it was it felt a little budget at times, but it had an interesting idea. Oh, that was a bad plan. I was pressing the wrong button. Oh well. But yeah. And I feel like this is a similarly, like, kind of high-quality game, and that it's kind of got an interesting overall feel to it, but with a little bit of jank, maybe. Just because, and that jank, though, it's an understandable kind of jank, because it's clear that all the levels in this were made with the same tools that they have made available to everybody else. Like, there's a level editor in this game, if you are so inclined, and it's very clear all the levels were made within it, so that's always kind of nice. Yeah. So yeah, there isn't really an explicit story here. There's like, on the Steam page, there's some talk of like, oh, you're the ninja Koro who's proving himself, clan, other stereotypes and tropes, etc., etc. Oh, damn it. But as for like within game, there isn't really. God damn it. There isn't really any particular explicit story. There we go. Just kind of just run around, kill guys, be this awesome ninja. It works. It feels really good. Probably the big thing I like about this game is that it has a really good feel to it. The combat's all very context sensitive. What attacks you do to enemies seem to be very specific on distance. Like you saw there, I did the Kurosagami before I managed to slice him in the legs. But it's the same as the other attacks I was doing, where all I do is press X and just hit like. The enemy's state and how far they are away from you kind of determines what animation gets done. And it still feels, really fast and smooth. If I do it while I'm running, I'll sometimes do different attacks where there's a really good sliding attack I'll do sometimes. Like, it's got a good feel, and it feels nicely varied, which is always important in a game like this. And yeah, just like the jumping controls feel very precise. Like, I'm able to kind of jump back and forth and do what I need to without too much trouble. So yeah. There's no jokes to make there. There's no funny words. It's just, hey, this game's totally well made. Yay! And it's got a lot of good tricks and, like, secrets to find. Like, each level, in addition to you just trying to get to the end, you're supposed to find those two big glowing kanjis, and those can be tricky. You gotta do some really precise platforming sometimes to get those done, or, be smart and keep a good watch on the environment. Figure out where there's probably a way down, where is not deathly spikes, and where's awesome secrets. There's not really anything you're using that for other than, completion percentages. It's not like there's an upgrade store or anything like that. It's pretty basic that way. But lots of good moves, lots of good stuff for you to do. It don't really feel like it needs an upgrade store. It feels like your moveset's pretty complete right off the bat. So what's in this game? 60 levels. Lots and lots of the mechanics I've already talked about. It's hardcore friendly. There's multiple different difficulty levels, hardcore and a masterclass version of all these levels, which I don't know what the differences are there. I am not a bad enough dude to check those out, at least not yet. There's a PvP race mode, which is purely multiplayer, so I don't really have much clue what it is, as I haven't gotten the chance to play this with anybody yet. And yeah, that's kind of what's in here. Oh, and a level editor, obviously. That's kind of what's in here right now. That said, they are planning to add more levels, more music, and Steam Workshop integration. So as much as you can make levels right now, they're not really going anywhere. Ah, crap. Turning around when you're in mid-combo is kind of rough. That's an issue I've got, where you can't really change direction in a combo of attacks. Yeah, so as I said, there's a level editor. You can make levels, but they're not really going anywhere. They are adding that, though. They're adding workshop integration, which I feel like this would be good for that. You know, I feel like there'd be a lot of room for interesting levels to be done here. The level editor's pretty basic, very tile-based editor, but seems like you could put some cool stuff together, as, you know, the developers themselves have done. And as I said, control's pretty smooth. I'm just playing this with a PS4 controller that's masquerading as a 360 controller, and it all works really well. Like, it's all feels very fluid and smooth and not screwing me up at any point. All my deaths feel earned, which is, you know, what you want in a good platformer. You want to feel like you're the one screwing up. Again, lots of good animations, and they all kind of you know when they will be popped off. That said, some of them are longer than others, so there'll be times when you're not wanting to execute a certain animation and then executing it by accident, and then as a result getting caught, which can suck. Alright, I can do this. Let's kind of see what some of the other levels look like. Because there are a variety of worlds, in addition to just this dojo area. Yeah, Jade City, Downtown, New Kyo, and then these are the ones that are in development. I have unlocked some Jade City stuff, so let's take a look at that. Let's start here. Because even within these worlds, it will change up as time goes on. It starts off looking real Blade Runner-y in this area, and then it kind of changes over to like a more mountain area, which we'll show like this. Yeah, as I said, just feels really good to gut guys, and to do it with such speed. Like it's got that down. Whoa. Controls feel fast enough that you can kind of make your way through these things kind of intuitively. Like, you can escape bad situations without having like too much pre-planning. You know, it doesn't have the Dark Souls thing where you have to plan out all your moves ahead of time. You can definitely you can definitely maneuver in a way. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the game. You can definitely kind of you can save yourself from a bad situation just using your mastery of the controls at points, which is what you want in a game like this. Shit. Now I'm gonna do it again. As I said, good suite of moves between the dash, the jumps, and just your kind of wall jumping abilities. You can kind of get wherever you need to. Man, I knew I was supposed to shuriken him. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this game, I guess. It's just fun. Get that guy in the legs. Then kill that guy. Then kill that guy. Like, getting a good combo, getting a good flow going like that is it's just entertaining. Yes, there we go. Yeah. I've already kind of talked about all the stuff they're planning to add here, too. Yeah, I do know that if you want to kind of play this ahead of time, this is based on, like, an iOS game, apparently. Like, this, you know, Dead Mage had made just Shadowblade on the iOS before. But, like, I think this probably would be the way to play this game, just because, like, this feels like a game so based upon fluid controls that having a touchscreen version of that just sounds, ugh. I think the presentation is really good. Like, I think it's got good level design, good character design. And, like, music's pretty okay. Get some good shreddy guitar there. I think this is where it changes up. Nope, one more level before it changes up visually, I guess. That's okay, I'll happily run through another. Actually, screw it, let's just jump out of here and go to... I think this is the one where it starts to change visual design. No? Okay. I know I'd seen it change to like an outdoors environment that was kind of cool. Let's see if this is it. This might be it. Ah, there we go. So even within the worlds, you're getting some variety. And as you can see, the puzzles definitely get more complex kind of as they go on. Your kind of platforming challenges. And your ability to kind of surmount things is definitely dependent on how smart you are and your ability to keep watch over the environment. Know what each enemies are doing. Like those guys in the red shirts, you want to kill them quick as possible because they launch rockets that are a bitch to deal with. Yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go. Alright. And yeah, it's just it's a very smart, very well thought out platformer. Oh, right, this... Right. Okay, now I remember why I stopped playing last time I stopped. This puzzle's a bitch. So as I said, you know, the jumping is very fluid. You gotta get good at, like, jump dodging. Changing your jump mid-direction, which is really hard. Nope. There we go. Surmounted that easily enough. And then this should leave me over there. Yep, there we go. Screw that guy with the flamethrower. And that's this game. That's kind of Shadow Blade Reload. It's available on Steam right now in early access. They're still planning to add more levels, more music, but I mean, it's basically feature complete compared to the iOS version. So what's missing is the reload. I want to say the iOS version is called Shadow Blade. This is Shadow Blade Reload. It's basically Shadow Blade Enhanced Edition. For $10, I think it's a pretty fun little platformer. If you've been a fan of these kind of games in the past, it's definitely worth checking out. So as always, I have been your host, Halfbeard, and once again, this is Shadow Blade Reload. And we're out. Later, guys.